Hey guys, it's Joey Gaming. Welcome back to the Joey Gaming YouTube channel. So recently, Pokimane has been in the news a lot, alright? Especially with the tweet, with the Keemstar tweet, where he called her a 2 out of 10. People thought that was based on her looks, which is not, because Pokimane is actually a pretty girl, I'm not gonna lie. Not simping, by the way, not simping. No, I don't do that here. Joey Gaming does not simp, alright? Unless it's Halo Infinite, I'll simp for Halo Infinite any day of the week, alright? But no, I'm no simp, but yeah, she's a pretty girl, and no, there's no way she would be 2 out of 10. Instead, 2 out of 10 means, the content, but you don't need to do that. Anyways, Pokimane recently uploaded an apology video, which is called, the apology video is called My Overdue Apology, period. And I'm going to take a look at it and give you guys my thoughts and see if Pokimane actually apologized for all the things that she has done, and see if she changed and is going to be a better person from now on. So let's see, alright? So let's roll it.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video is to address recent comments and criticisms that I've received. I know this video is long overdue, and I planned a vacation for around this time, but I honestly should not have taken any time off prior to acknowledging or addressing or apologizing for these things. Not only that, but I should have properly apologized when the incidents actually occurred. It shouldn't have taken me this long to come to a proper understanding of how to handle these situations and how to apologize for that. But I hope that I can do that today. So I have a list of topics I want to address, and I'll go through them one by one. There are certain things that I want to give my perspective on, and also some things that I need to apologize for. So I hope that you can watch the video in its entirety and form your own opinions. Firstly, there was an incident back at the end of 2018 where me and Keemstar had an argument over Twitter, and a YouTuber by the name of Boblox took screenshots of these tweets and then uploaded them kind of as an archive on YouTube. And at the time, my MCN told me that because they are screenshots of my tweets, that I can have the video taken down, and Keemstar had deleted his tweets. I didn't want the drama to snowball into something more, and I honestly regretted even starting an argument in the first place. So I agreed, and the video was taken down. This was my mistake because at the time I didn't consider the fairness of leaving that video up, as well as not properly understanding the fair use defense when it comes to transformative content.
So far, so good. She's apologizing about the first situation with Keemstar and some guy taking the tweets and doing that. I really understand where Pokimane's coming from. She doesn't want the drama to continue on. I really do understand that. But at the time, she didn't really think about the consequences, thinking this is more bad. But she knows better, so I'm pretty glad that she learned her lesson here. And she's admitted. So this is a good part so far. This is a really good. This part of the apology is really good. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but 94% of my viewers are not subscribed to the YouTube channel. So if you guys are not subscribed to Joey Gaming yet, please go and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm so close. I think I'm like 60 subscribers off. So if you guys can go and subscribe to me, that'd be very nice. Anyways, let's continue on. So far it's looking pretty good.
So when this happened, Boblox was understandably upset. Once I saw his tweets and comments regarding the situation and how he felt, I messaged him privately and we tried to resolve things in DMs. Later on, in January of 2019, other people had heard of the situation without knowing that I had approached Boblox privately and that we had spoken about it. So it became a much larger, more public issue.
Pokimane. She striked this video called Keemstar vs Pokimane Twitter fight. Someone decided to put these two videos in together and upload it on YouTube. So basically this Twitter drama became an even bigger drama thanks to the YouTube algorithm. So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video. But the problem here is that you're just drawing more attention to it.
And frankly, my apology at the time was not very good, or was not good enough, period. So I just want to reiterate that I'm sorry for taking down that video, and since then I have not taken down any videos like that, and I've genuinely tried to learn from my mistake.
Take notes, Susie Lou. Do not strike down anybody's videos, alright? Because it's gonna draw more attention. Like what PewDiePie said in that clip is, don't do that, because you're gonna draw more attention to yourself. It sounds good on paper. Yeah, you copyright strike that video down, so that video's off of YouTube and no one's gonna see it. But in reality, that person is just gonna re-upload, is gonna make a tweet about it, and more content creators are gonna find out and make even more videos, making it a bigger problem. So yeah, this is a good thing that Pokimane's admitting it, and she also said that the apology last year or whatever was really bad, and and has apologized for it. Another thing is how YouTube drama could be anytime. Like, right now, I could have something that happened like a year ago, alright? Or I just did something and it's not messed up now, but it could be messed up in like the future and they get exposed. Which is something I don't really believe in. So if it's something a long time ago and I did something that it's not really approved of or frowned upon today and I get exposed for it, no, that shouldn't be a thing, because yeah, I kind of agree, because the YouTube systems promoting the videos are promoting these drama videos, and now they got more popular and people think that there's this drama. So yeah, that's kind of like, that's honestly the big problem with YouTube drama nowadays, is people would, like, there'll be drama that happens like a year ago, and then people would make videos about it and criticizing the person for that drama that happened like a year ago. I get comments to this day about it, alright? So I used to be in beef with like a few creators already. Probably the big ones is probably like G-Dog and Invincible. My OG fans will understand what that is, the Invincible War or the G-Dog War or whatever. I get comments about those on those videos still, and it's completely fine with all that type of stuff, and they still hate me or defend me or whatever. But it was like a long time ago. So what I like to do, if I get into any sort of YouTube drama, I try to look at the facts, and then I try to look into the history of it and see how this is related, and see if it's still going on or the person has apologized. That's what I do when I'm going to cover a topic, alright? So, yeah.
Alongside this, there's another incident that I frequently see people use clips of, where I'm talking to someone about having their video removed.
Anyways, I'll be taking down some of your videos, but yeah, I just hope you stop doing this.
And I would just like to add in some additional context prior to discussing this situation.
Pokimane pregnant.
Dude, this actually in the video.
Pokimane twerk live on stream. So why do you do this? When you make these videos and you like talk about my butt or me being pregnant or whatever, and you know it's like all fake, or you know that you're trying to use like...
No, it's just a clickbait in the fucking title.
Yeah, how does it, like, why do you falsely clickbait?
Yo, this was the easiest clickbait, bro. Do I sound mean?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to talk to you.
So as you can see, this person was re-uploading my content or my stream, but then adding really inappropriate, sexual, gross, or just misleading titles. And I had some of these sorts of videos taken down back then, but only because they were my content or my stream re-uploaded. Unfortunately, this has led to people assuming that I take down videos of people criticizing me.
Behind the scenes, she actively tries to censor the internet. And by the internet, I mean anything negative about her. People have made videos about her, and she's copyright strike them. The list goes on and on. If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you.
Copyright claiming on YouTube is used as censorship, and for Pokimane, this seems to be the case a lot of the time.
So I kind of really agree with Pokimane here. The person shouldn't make videos like that, taking clips and making inappropriate titles like that. Like, I agree with Pokimane. At the time, should she have taken the videos down? Well, no, probably not, because yes, they were not criticism, and yes, they were their clips, but I don't know. I personally wouldn't take down those videos if it's just stream highlights, honestly, but I guess that's okay to take down, I guess. So it makes sense. So that's okay. So yeah. So that's fine. That's a good part of the apology. So good job there, Pokimane. So Yeah. So yeah, I honestly do see that the people misunderstood this fact and are saying that that you censor criticism, which I think you did before, but I think that the people took this clip out of context. But yeah.
Something that I've never done. If someone puts in the time and effort it takes to create a video where they're talking about me, regardless of how positive or negative it is, or if they use clips of me, that is very clearly transformative content, and I would never take down content like that. The other incidents were a bit more complicated because it was situations where people were re-uploading content of mine or something that I put out there. Regardless, I still handled those situations badly, and I regret the way that I handled them, and I'm sorry for the way that I handled them. But I just want to make it really clear that I fully support transformative content. It's an amazing creative outlet, and it allows people to make a living off the internet in the same way that I've been so lucky to do. My understanding of what should or shouldn't be taken down on YouTube 2 years ago was not well informed, and I've tried really hard to learn from my mistakes and not make the same mistakes. And since then, I stopped allowing my MCN to take down videos on my behalf, and the only exception nowadays is when, let's say for example, I do a cooking stream and I want to re-upload that cooking stream on my YouTube. Because my stream is public and my VODs are public, people can also take that same content and re-upload it at the same time. And with the YouTube algorithm, usually this means that one video is pushed and the other is kind of suppressed because they're the same piece of content. And one person, like an audience, will usually not watch both because they're the same thing. So only under those very specific and pretty rare circumstances am I kind of forced to take down the duplicate content of mine. But again, this does not all apply to if someone's talking about me or criticizing me. That is entirely their content. I would never touch it. Sorry, this is...
Alright, yeah, so yeah, I agree with Pokimane there. She made some really good changes for her channel when it comes to copyright. It's not an automatic process anymore, except for like a few stream highlights that she was talking about that the algorithm or whatever is suppressing. But yeah, I totally agree with the change that Pokimane is doing here.
This is a bit of a nuanced topic, but I hope I properly explained myself and added some transparency to the situation, and if I have to clarify anything in the future, then I'll make sure to do that. Secondly, there was a recent incident where I was on stream and I watched a video made by It's a Gundam. And I made some remarks that I shouldn't have and that I'm very sorry for. And I'd like to provide context and then apologize for what I said. So the part of the video that I watched was him talking down on my fans, and he was showing some tweets that were very clearly jokes, but talking about them as if they're facts. I hope people know that tweets like this are a joke. In hindsight, I can totally understand how, if someone was unsure of its legitimacy, it could be pretty upsetting to see something like this. I also want to remind people that I, or any streamer, does not want you to donate if you can't afford it. Everyone should always take care of themselves and their families first. And I try really hard to regularly say the same thing when I'm streaming as well. Back to the video. While he had this joke tweet pulled up, he also had a very real photo of a fan with me at a meet and greet, and he was making fun of them and the way that they look.
Here we have this gentleman right here. This guy is totally alpha. So, this guy who looks like a Pixar animated character. Oh, God, I love this guy's face. He's like a gnome. Dude, he doesn't even have wrists. Good Lord, he can't wear a watch.
And I've been mocked countless times for my appearance, but I understand that's part of putting myself out there on the internet. It just felt so unfair to see that happen to an innocent fan who didn't write this tweet, had nothing to do with the situation, and so in my opinion just didn't deserve it. And I got really caught up in that feeling, and I was so bothered, and also bothered by people's potential perceptions when seeing this video. And I must admit I reacted really poorly. This led me to making some comments questioning why the video was sponsored. But regardless of my opinion on the content, that's not okay, and I'll do better when sharing my concerns without having to comment on any part of the video that isn't the actual content of the video. I want to sincerely apologize to both It's a Gundam and to the sponsor of that video for the remarks and comments that I made. I completely understand people's concern for going after someone else's livelihood, especially in a time like this. And I wouldn't want to see that sort of thing happen to someone else. I also don't want to see that sort of thing become a larger tactic or trend on YouTube. So again, I'm very, very sorry, and I'll make sure that in the future, if I am to comment on any part of a video, it's just its actual contents, not the sponsors, and also not to encourage my community or my viewers to leave any sort of negative feedback.
Honestly, that was the best part of the whole video so far. Like, she apologized and basically explained everything, alright? So, should he made a video basically making fun of Suzy Lu, not Suzy Lu, alright? Suzy Lu's Suzy Lu simps are totally different species, alright? But should have made a video about one of your fans? Maybe not. I personally wouldn't attack a fan like that unless it's like really deserved. But in this case, no, it's not really deserved. Like, to make the jokes like this. I totally understand Pokimane over here, and she has sincerely apologized for it in this clip. Because I totally understand. Like, you don't want your fans being bullied. You don't want this here, alright? And, yeah, I'm so glad that she understands the consequences of going after people's sponsors, alright? That's a good thing, because taking out other people's sponsors, that's becoming a war, basically. That's a new tactic here on YouTube against other creators. They'll find out saying, oh, look, this person's sponsored by G Fuel. Hashtag cancel G Fuel. Like, exactly, that's what's going on. And also, Pokimane saying that you shouldn't donate if you can't. That's a really good move. Like, honestly, that's a really good move. Thank you, Pokimane, for saying that, because you're making yourself look like a better person here, like, honestly. So far, this is a good apology. Keep going, and yeah.
I sometimes see a clip and a tweet circulating from the past where I've said the N-word. I believe the tweet is from about 5 years ago and the clip from about 7 years ago. And although I never said it with ill intent or racial context or the hard R, I still want to make it clear that I don't condone the use of that language, and I don't want my deletion of these things or my silence now to make it seem otherwise. I've commented on this in the past, but honestly, my statement or comments then weren't even good enough, even though people were very understanding. I just want to make it clear that I am genuinely so sorry if I hurt or offended anyone with what I said. I really wish I could go back in time and change the past. Unfortunately, I can't, but I do hope that my behavior in regards to language for the last couple of years and onwards will speak for itself.
Alright, first of all, it's kind of really stupid to really call someone out that caused issues a long time ago. Like, I really understand. I think someone who did something a long time ago shouldn't be called out for it today, because over time, that person changed. Like, when she first started doing, like, Twitch or YouTube or whatever, she was a teenager. She was, like, fresh out of high school or something. She was, like, 18, alright? And most teenagers are not that intelligent, unless you're like me, alright? I'm 16, and I'm pretty intelligent. I'm like the Einstein of the YouTubers. Just kidding, of course, because I'm dumb as a rock. But, yeah, just want to say that there's nothing, like, honestly, you shouldn't be called out for something that you did, like, a long time ago, alright? And I'm glad that, you're bringing it up now to apologize about it now, but it's something that happened a long time ago. You shouldn't have, you've been called out for it, though. Unless it's, like, repetitive behavior or something. Like, if you kept saying it, then I could use it against you, like, saying, oh yeah, you kept saying the N-word over and over and over again at this over time. You've been doing it since like 2015 or something like crazy like that. But yeah, this is a good part of the video. I'm pretty happy about that. It's kind of stupid that you've been called out for this if it happened like seriously a long time ago, but yeah.
As the aforementioned things, they are just topics that have been frequently brought up and kind of intertwined with more important criticisms. I've seen a lot of people talk about the way that I look recently. Just want to put it out there. I don't think I'm the prettiest person in the world, but I think that's okay. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. As an online personality or content creator, there's quite a lot of pressure to look perfect all the time.
Know what? No one's perfect, okay? And that includes looks, alright? I cannot speak. Yeah, no one's perfect, including looks, alright? I don't care if you're the prettiest woman ever, but if you're not that smart or intelligent, then I'm probably not gonna marry you, alright? It's same with other stuff, alright? Like honestly, I personally like personality more than looks. Like looks are a bonus, all right, and looks are not that important in reality, all right. All right. Yes, you should obviously do like basic stuff like proper hygiene and all that stuff, but you don't need to look like the prettiest person ever. Honestly, I'm not the prettiest person ever. I'm I'm not the best looking guy in the whole world. And I'm not gonna lie, I am self-conscious with a few stuff with my face, alright? I mean, sometimes I don't even record YouTube videos, alright? Sometimes I don't do face cams because there's some stuff on my face, alright? That I don't really like to show on camera, which is totally fine. So there's nothing wrong about that stuff. So, yeah, so it's totally fine, Pokimane.
And I feel like it's created a bit of a culture that is really detrimental to the self-esteem of honestly just about anyone that has social media. So I don't at all regret the no makeup streams or photos I've posted in the past. I want to make it really clear to anyone out there that it's okay not to look Instagram ready all the time, and that you can be perfectly alright with both the version of you that's more glammed up and the way that you look on a bad day. Both versions of you are perfectly okay. I personally made the decision 7 years ago or whenever I got into streaming that I don't want my personal life to be a part of my content.
In general, relationship stuff is stuff that I don't like to talk about outright, because even when I'm single, like imagine how many people would care, and then if I got into a relationship, even more people would be invested in what is going on in my relationship. And if I had a relationship, I would want it to just be like between me and that person and not a million people giving their unwanted opinion and advice, and the thought of that just makes my brain boom.
And that's just what I'm going to stick by until I and whoever I'm dating at whatever time decide otherwise. For me, this also creates a healthier divide between my work life and my personal life, which is an area where the lines are already pretty blurred. I understand some people want to relate this to donations, but you could also argue that one can make a lot of money by publicizing the relationship or making content out of it, and neither of these things are wrong at all. I'm happy for others, whatever lifestyle they choose. I just personally feel like everyone has a right to privacy. I personally want to be able to experience my relationships without the scrutiny of an online audience. And if you disagree, that's totally all right. You don't have to support me or my content.
So I really understand with Pokimane here. You don't really want some personal stuff on the internet. That's totally fine. I really understand too, alright? Personally, honestly, it's totally fine that you don't want your relationship on the internet. That's totally fine. Like, honestly, I don't like to talk about my relationships on my internet. Part of it is because I suck at attracting women, because I'm not, like I said before, the prettiest person in the whole world. But yeah, but jokes aside, yeah, I totally understand. Like, I don't want personal stuff about me on the internet, and I try to hide that as much as possible, so it's totally fine. Second of all, it's okay to, like, you don't really need to really defend your sins all the time, alright? You don't need to, like, honestly, people don't need to know your personal life. That's totally fine. People don't matter. It doesn't matter if those people care if you have a boyfriend or not, alright? Yes, you may want, if you go, yes, you can go out and you may say, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend, and you might lose followers or subscribers, which is fine, but think about it. Do you really want those people? Like, do you really want simps? Like, creepy people following you on social media or watching your live streams? Do you really want that type of people or fan base? Like, it's really up to you. Like, that's what I have to say.
React content is very popular both on Twitch and on YouTube. Whether it's good content, bad content, transformative, or lazy is understandably up for debate. I can't say with certainty one way or the other. All I can say is that I do my best to engage with whatever content is on my stream. and honestly, oftentimes to the point of annoying my viewers.
Anyways, back to the video. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, and it's not the first time that people have said mom. I saw, oh my god, that reminds me of
Cap and Bucky have a brutal fight, but Steve is able.
He thinks his friend dies.
Yeah, Tracer game, so we.
Again, pause again, read.
Some days it's just nice to have a chill, relaxing stream with your chat. Oftentimes I'm recording with offline TV or other collabs or other influencers, and so being able to do that is a nice balance in content, or a nice break per se. After the copyright controversy, I've been especially cautious of this. The only content I ever leave up on my stream, if I'm not actively present and engaging with it, is either my videos or offline TV videos.
So the big problem that people have with you reacting to content in your live stream is that you don't make it transformative enough. You might be eating a salad and not pausing the video. Alright, that's totally fine. You can do that. You can do reactions, but just make sure you do pause the video and leave your own commentary so you're not stealing the video. Yes, it might annoy your fans, but you're not breaking copyright law, alright? So you're not turning into like the Twitch version of Susie Lou, alright? And yeah, so keep doing that and you should be good, alright? So I honestly don't have a problem with that type of content, with reacting content. As long as you're doing like long breaks and all that stuff, like putting breaks, like how I'm doing it, like, oh, I'll have you talk, play some of your video, then I would pause your video and then have gameplay and I talk over that. Like that, do like that. Or like at least pause the video and talk about your thoughts. So you're not breaking copyright laws, and it's splitting up the video and it's making it transformative. So that's really a good part, Pokey.
To end things off, again, I'm really sorry that this video is late. Despite my planned break, I should have addressed these things sooner, or I should have addressed these things as the incidents individually occurred, or better yet, the incidents shouldn't have occurred in the first place. I need to be better in facing things head on and just doing better in general. There was a lot of guilt during my time off, and it helped me better reflect on things. I have, of course, a responsibility to myself to take care of my mental health, but I also have a responsibility to all of you to improve and to just be a better example. So overall, I really do feel like I let some things get to me that I shouldn't have, and I hope that moving forwards I can just be appreciative of the amazing community I have and the platforms that I have. And I also want to add that I know criticism is bound to come in many different ways. I just really want to thank anybody that discussed any of these topics in a constructive manner. Reading your comments or thoughts genuinely helped me better understand my wrongdoings, as well as just further my perspective. So thank you for listening. I hope I can do and be better for you all. Have a good day.
Honestly, I think this was probably the best apology I have ever seen on YouTube. Last apology video I saw was Susie Lou's apology video, which was pitiful, awful, alright? It kind of really upset me at the end of the thing, because she was saying a lot of BS. Like, honestly, I'm so glad to actually see a really good apology video. Like, honestly, she addressed the criticism. She's apologized for the stuff. She didn't really defend, well, she did kind of defend herself, and she did everything that she needed to do. And I completely 100% and I'm 100% forgive Pokimane, because honestly, criticism is really good in our lives, alright? Like, if you see a content creator and they're doing something wrong, then make a video about it, alright? So that person can change their content, because criticism is really good. Yes, it gets a negative rap, because like, it could be called bullying or harassment, but that's not true. That's not harassment, alright? Like honestly, Pokimane, I really agree with everything you say, especially at the end of your apology video. Like, we need more content creators to come out and do this. I'm talking about Susie Lou. I'm talking about H3H3 and Keemstar. We need more videos like this. Alright, and anyone else has been causing drama and all that stuff. So 100, you know what, Pokimane, I 100% support you now. I want to thank you so much for making this apology video, coming out and being honest and being transparent, because it really is really beneficial. Because at the end of the day, when I watched you, Pokimane, you were very positive. I really watched your Fortnite streams. Well, not too long, because not too much though. I don't really watch your stream. I don't really watch Twitch, and I really liked your content. All right, and I honestly do. So I'm kind of glad that you wrapped this up, and I honestly think that this whole drama's over. There might be some people who are still gonna hate on you because they think it's so cool to hate on you, which is fine. Just don't listen to them unless they have actual valid criticism about something new. But if they are coming up with some BS about your video, like your apology video, then just ignore it, because at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. What matters is you apologize, and that's the best thing you can do. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. If you like this video, let me know by leaving a like in the video. Also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and all that stuff is in the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching the Joey Gaming. Thank you for watching this video. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See ya. Peace.